Okay, so the first thing I've done is I've gone into my desktop and I've made myself a little folder which I've called 0 SPO folder there. So I can stick my MATLAB files eventually into there so as to know where they are. So once you've made a little folder in there, go into Blackboard. So Blackboard, Flight Systems E2, and go down until you get to the SPO Lab. And click on SPO Lab, and there's two folders down here now. This one, the .m file and a .slx file. This is the MATLAB file, this is the Simulink file. So you need to download these now. So if you click on this three little dots here, and download original, it'll download it. Click on those three dots, download the original, it's downloaded it. If we now go to our file handler, and we go down now to downloads. So downloads, and here's the two files, so we can copy these two now. So we can do a copy. Now, because I've downloaded them a load of times, it's given them some numbers in here. We can't afford to have numbers in here, so we'll have to delete some of these brackets to clean these files up in a minute. Yours might be okay, it might not, but just in case. So these are the two files we want anyway, and then we can now go to that designated folder I made, which was 0 SPO Lab, and I can paste them in there. So I know now where they are. Next thing I'm going to do is going to go into this one. I'm going to just use a rename, and I'm just going to delete those little brackets like that, and go into this one as well and do a rename, and again delete the brackets like that. So I've now got two files quite clean in here, and these are the files now we're going to use to do the SPO Lab with. Next thing we do now is go to MATLAB and get MATLAB going. So there's two ways of doing that. If you've got a MATLAB icon down here, you can click on that MATLAB icon. If you haven't got the MATLAB icon, you can go into your different programs, find MATLAB, and then click on the appropriate one, activate or MATLAB. This would be this one. Click on that and MATLAB will start up. But I'm going to use the icon. So we now wait a few seconds and MATLAB will start up. My computer's fairly slow, so it takes a few seconds. Here we go. So we're almost there now. So we now go along here to open. So click on open now. When it's click on open, and to click on open here, and then browse down now to desktop and to SPO Lab, and now we want the M file, so it's the MATLAB code file, so it's this one with a little triangle there. Click on that one and open, and the program opens up here. Now click on run here and change folder, and then type in your flight condition number 1. That generates now the data. Say type in 1 there, that number's not that critical. That generates the data now for your Simulink program. So you're halfway there now. So you now go along here now to click on home, and the Simulink icon comes up here. So now double click on the Simulink icon. Now this one can take quite a long time to get going, so we might have to go for a cup of coffee now, but mine's come out quite quick because it's quite quick today. And then do open again, open, and then go down now desktop and do SPO Lab, and now we load in the Simulink model, which is this one. So we open this one up now. And this might take a few seconds to open. When we're doing flight condition 2, we rerun the first program, but this time type in 2 in rather than 1, and then that'll give you flight condition 2. But let's just do this one for the moment. So there we go, and we can pull this, hopefully this will pull across a bit, there we go. So it comes up with a load of windows. You close those down, I would. This is the simulation here. Now the simulation time is set here, and you want to run this for 100 seconds and sometimes for 20. 100 to look at the phugoid mode, 20 to run at the SPO mode. So we've got it running at 100 at the moment. You can edit this just by changing the number. When you've got that number right, click on the run button and it will run the simulation, and then it comes up with all these things. So I'm going to close this down as well for the moment. Just close this down so it's nice and clean. Then if you go into this, if you just click now on any one of these windows here, you'll get the transient response over 100 seconds for U, forward speed, W, vertical speed, Q, pitch rate, theta, pitch angle. So if we do this one first, there's the response. Now if you do File, copy to clipboard, and then go down here and open up a Word file, which is like that. Open up Word file, just open that up, and then do paste. It pastes it in for you like that. And then you can just do a little down there somewhere. Then go back to your Simulink and then click on this one. And that's the transient response now of W. And then again on this one you can do File, copy to clipboard, go back to your Word file and do a paste. And then you can collect up then the 4 graphs like this. You can stick some stuff in between, but that's how you get the 4 graphs. And once you got the 4 graphs, do the other one, this one, File, come to clipboard, down to there, and do a paste again. You can scale these, you can change the size of them by scrolling in and out like that. And finally, if you go to this one and double click on that one, then you'll get File, come to clipboard, and go down to here and paste that one in. And this is giving you the flight condition 1, the 4 variables over 100 second timescale. So that's 1/4 of the graphs you need. So you then need to change the timescale then and just do it over 20 seconds. This is quite easy. We just go back now to MATLAB and we change this now to 20. Not that much, but change it to 20. And run this. And this time, when we run it, we close these down, we get the simulations this time over 20 seconds. So if we click on this one, it's now over 20 seconds. That's not very interesting. But this one is. That's the SPO mode there. Quite recently. It's like a lightly damped oscillation. And you can do the same sort of thing now. File, copy to clipboard. So you copy this one, this one, this one, and this one again into your Word file. And then you've got half your results. Once you've done that, then go back to here, which is your original MATLAB program, and run this one again. So if you click now on here, click on here and go on to editor there and click on here, you can then run, and then you can type in flight condition 2, and then it loads in the data then for flight condition 2. And then if you go back to this now when you run this program now, it's now running for flight condition 2 because it's got new data in. So if we change this to 100 and run it again, you'll now notice that these graphs now, didn't like that. Don't know why that was. Should have run. Let's have another go at this. Oh, because we didn't finish it off. Flight condition 2, and then you have to put the initial conditions to say 1 in there. You have to run the whole program, otherwise it goes wrong. So when you run the whole program, put the flight condition and the initial conditions in, then you can go to this program, and now it will run merrily. Run it, you get graphs again, but this time you'll notice that the graphs are different because it's a different flight condition. So if you click on these now, you notice that graphs are different shapes to the original one. You can go again, print out those 4 graphs for 100, print out those 4 graphs for 20, and then you've got all your results. Okay, so that's how you do the running of the simulations in MATLAB and Simulink. And if you've got a problem, then please feel free to get in touch. Okay, that's it.